Hey everybody, I wrote a little utility to download all of the files that you have in your Pinata storage account to a local folder so that you can do whatever you like with them, including upload them to another IPFS host. I put this utility in my NT Books GitHub project. It's called NT Pinata Downloader, and I'll make sure I put a link in Twitter. So the way that this works is if you want to look at the source code, you can go to my link and you open up the test Pinata downloader folder, you'll click program.cs and you'll see a disclaimer saying basically this is all at your own risk. This is a tool I made for myself, so it's not very user friendly. I'm hoping somebody makes a better one, but we'll have to see what happens. So you can browse it all, make sure there's nothing bad in here. Once you're satisfied that the code is okay, you can head on over to the home page, which is, you click this link up top. You can go to the releases section. I have an experimental release. And you'll see under the assets you can download ntpinatadownloader.zip. I've already downloaded that file into my demo folder on my E drive. So I'm going to take the zip that I downloaded, I'm going to extract it. I'm going through the instructions that are already on that GitHub page. Okay, so we're going to show the files when it's done. And it extracted the zip. So the next step in the instructions tell us that we need to put a text file in here called bearer.jwt. So I'm going to open Notepad. I have Notepad up. The way that you find these tokens, you go into Pinata, you click on API keys, and when you're in the API key section, you click New Key, you'll select Admin, you'll put in a name, and if you hit Create Key, you'll see a screen that looks just like this one. You'll see this large section of text here next to JWT. You'll have to copy this text. When you have this text on your clipboard, which I'm not going to actually make a new one, you go over here, you'd put in your whole, I'd be pasting my whole JWT. You'll want to save this. So we're in our demo, we're in our NT Pinata downloader folder, which is the same folder as the executable. We're going to change our save as type to all files. We're going to type bearer.jwt and save it. And if this was you, you'd be ready to go. I'm going to take a bearer file that I made earlier, and I'm going to copy it over. Okay, so now we're loaded, we're ready to go. The next step is that you'd open a command window, so you can click your start, you type cmd, which opens a window that looks like this command prompt right here. You can see that I've navigated to the E drive in my demo folder, and I know that I want to go into my NT Pinata downloader, so I typed NT and then the tab key, which is going to help me get there a little faster. Now we're in this, we'll double check that the exe is in here, and yeah, the NT Pinata downloader exe is present. So the first step is we run nt pinatadownloader.exe space run. See, it says congratulations, you're now communicating with Pinata API. I have 128 files. This is how big it was. It saved them to run.json, and now I can run download. So I'm going to hit space, which closes out the program. I'm going to go back into Notepad and open up the run.json. You can see that it's actually now got a copy of the hash code and all the file names for all my files that were in Pinata. So if this looks good, we'll close it out. We'll go and we'll tap the up key so that we can see the last command. We're going to change run to download. I'm going to hit enter. And now it's going to download one file per second, or per 5 seconds from Pinata to my local computer. This is because the Pinata gateway has a pretty strict rate limit. So if you have a lot of files, this could take quite a while, but it does support resume. So if I go into my Pinata files, you'll see it started downloading my files. And let's say that this program crashes or there's an error, so I'm going to just kill it. I'm going to run it again, and I'll prove to you that it resumes from where it last left off. You can see it skipped all the files we already had, and they all look fine, and it picks right back up. So if you have a lot of files, you may have to start this a few times until you get all of your files, but if you just let this run for a very long time, eventually you'll have files in your Pinata files folder that should match the IPFS that you had in Pinata, and you can go ahead and upload them to another provider. So I hope that this helps, and like I said, it would be really nice if someone made a better user interface, so hopefully my code will help guide that person as to how to download these files. Thanks.